Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are coming out very soon, and with that we get introduced to 3 brand new starter Pokemon. Sprigatito, the grass-type Pokemon, Quaxly, the water-type Pokemon, and Fuecoco, the fire-type Pokemon. I want to talk a little bit more about each of them in depth, so let's get into it. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there already have your starter Pokemon picked out for Scarlet and Violet. Personally, I'm still on the fence between 2 of them, but that's just my preference. We do get introduced to these guys very early on, which is per usual for the Pokemon Company to show us, along with some other cute Pokemon that we see. What I want to do is go over the actual information that we're given about them on the Pokemon website in a little bit more detail, maybe help out somebody else pick their starter Pokemon. Let's head over to the website. The first Pokemon we get to look a little bit more into is Sprigatito. It is attention-seeking. It may sulk if it sees its trainer giving attention to a Pokemon other than itself. Essentially, it's kind of like a cat that's really attached to you. It's a grass cat Pokemon. It is a grass type, obviously. It's a 1 foot 4 inches tall, so really, really tiny. 9 pounds, and has the ability Overgrow. It has a kneading move that releases a sweet aroma. When Sprigatito kneads and rubs its forepaws, a sweet aroma is released that can mesmerize those around it. An aroma has a therapeutic qualities and makes opponents lose their will to battle. So it kind of calms their opponent into submission. Kind of interesting. Fur with a similar composition to plants. The composition of its fluffy fur is similar to that of plants. Then it creates energy by absorbing sunlight, kind of like a plant. It adds moisture to its fur by grooming itself, which aids in its ability to photosynthesize. Kind of like a plant. Next, we have the fire crocodile Fuecoco. It is laid back and does things at its own pace. Loves to eat and will spring right toward any food it finds with a glint in its eye. Essentially, it's a hungry little crocodile. It is a fire type, also 1 feet 4 inches, 21 pounds, a little bit heavier than our Sprigatito, and has the ability called Blaze. Fuecoco has scales that absorb heat. External heat is absorbed through the square scales on Fuecoco's stomach and back and converted into fire energy. Kind of starting to sound like a solar panel a little bit. The scales are always warm, and at times they can also grow very hot. Overflowing fire energy. Flickering atop Fuecoco's head is a fire energy that is leaking from inside the Pokemon's body. It's a little tuft of hair that's actually just fire energy coming straight from the little dude's body. Interesting enough. I'm going to leave it at that. When Fuecoco gets excited, its head spouts more flames. So I guess the little head tuft, it looks like hair, is going to get a little bit larger. Probably going to change in its evolution too, but we'll see when that actually happens. Finally, we have our water-type Pokemon, Quaxly. It is serious-mannered Pokemon, will follow its trainer's wake. It's tidy and is especially disliking getting its head dirty, so a really clean freak. It's a duckling Pokemon, water-type, 1 foot 8 inches tall, so a little bit taller than our other 2. 13 pounds, so right in the middle of the pack and weight between all 3 of these guys, and has the ability Torrent. Quaxly has a glossy gel that protects its body. Its body is always glossy because the gel secreted from its feathers repels water and grime. The coif on his head is slicked back using a rich, moist cream, and it becomes unkept when dry. So it looks like a hat, but it's really just the little guy's hair, which is interesting enough. It uses its strong legs to swim freely. It has strong legs and is able to swim without difficulty, even in places with strong currents. Kind of like a duck does in the real life. In battle, it kicks its opponent swiftly and repeatedly. Now it's just starting to sound like a big swan. Very simple and straightforward information about our 3 starter types. Nothing that we wouldn't be expecting already. But I want to know what you guys are going to pick for the actual games. Are you going to go with Fuecoco, Sprigatito, or Quaxly? Personally, I'm between Sprigatito and Fuecoco, so it might be a flip of the coin for me as soon as the game actually comes out. But I want to know what you guys think. Who do you think is going to be the best starter Pokemon? Let me know in the comments down below, and let me know who you're going to pick as well. Other than that, I look forward to seeing you guys in game. I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully this helped someone pick their starter Pokemon a little bit more. Other than that, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace!